Aloha race fans, welcome back to Obsidian Mountain Raceway, home of GryphonSoul Diecast Motorsports. This is your Eliminator Series Race of Champions. Over the past 6 weeks, we have seen 32 drivers and 192 cars from all around the world take on the Obsidian Mountain Raceway. 32 cars at a time divided into 6 divisions, and we crowned 6 division champions. Now those division champions are going to face off against each other in a 6-car, 6-race shootout to crown one of them the champion of champions. Each driver is in the car they won their division in, and they ran time qualifiers for starting positions for the first race. You'll get to see those time qualifying runs just before we kick off the main event races. The drivers get 6 chances to finish in first place. How they finish each race will determine their starting position of the next race. Whoever finishes in first place in that last race will be crowned the Eliminator Series Champion of Champions. Let's get to those time trials and on to the races. And remember, drivers, keep your roof to the sun. Mahalo. All right, up first we got Andy from Team Zelda Diecast Racing in that 2020 Corvette. There he goes. Best times get the best positions. Got a little squirrely there coming out of Calamity Corner. But he makes it across the finish line in a sub-5 time, 4.99. Okay, up next we got Seabull from Team Lords Racing League, Division 2 champion in that 2018 Dodge Viper. Sounding good, looking good. Straight through Calamity Corner down Memorial. Whoa! Oh, well. Got to keep your roof to the sun when you're crossing that finish line. That's going to put him towards the back of the pack. All right, Mark D from Team Cut Rocker Racing, Division 3 champion in that Lotus Elise. Let's see how he does. Going down the pipeline through Calamity Corner. Gets a little squirrely there coming out of the exit of Calamity. Crosses the finish line in a 5.82. Up next, we got the V-Man from Team Norman Verne Racing, Division 4 champion in that Maverick Grabber, Purple People Eater, we dubbed that in his division race. Whoa! And he totally loses it in Calamity Corner. And sliding down the roof. Not with your roof to the sun there, my friend. He'll be going to the back of the pack with Seabull. And we got Po Boy from Po Boy Racing, Division 5 champion in that yellow Honda Prelude. Gets a little squirrely there coming out of Calamity Corner. Whoop, a little squirrely there going across the finish line too, but he did manage to keep 2 wheels on that surface and cross the finish line. And our last qualifier, Jimbo from the Jelly Racing Crew. Another Honda Prelude. Taking the pipeline nicely through Calamity Corner, just like the yellow Prelude. Gets a little squirrely there coming out of the exit, but keeps it straight going over the finish line, 5.18. And here is the lineup. So we got Po Boy in the pole position, inside start, next to Andy on the outside. And we got Jimbo in row 2 alongside Mark D. And in the back row, we got Seabull on the inside and V-Man on the outside there in the Purple People Eater. And we are off. Here we go. Get them to the top of the mountain. All 6 cars. And they're off. First race in. They go clean down it. Whoa! I spoke too soon. The Maverick just flipped over coming out of that first turn. And it's going to be Po Boy taking that first place position. And some chaos there. Let's have another look at this. So they come down that main straight into that first turn, and right there, you see V-Man slammed into the outside wall there on that 180 and doing a roof slide down the pipeline. Andy trying to push past Po' Boy here, but Po' Boy holds him off. Seabull did make a pass there on Jimbo to take over third place. And ouch, Andy had to get a little help there crossing the line after crashing into the finish pylon. And this is their finishing positions, how they're going to start race 2. Back to the top of the mountain, all lined up and revving to go. Here they are going down. We got another even lineup. Everybody makes it through. Well, we got a little squirrely back there. And oh my goodness, Po' Boy just flipped over coming out of Calamity Corner. Jimbo pushed around him, didn't have enough momentum to get across the finish line, but Mark D says, I help you out, mate. And yeah, got him across that finish line. So let's have another look at this one coming down that pipeline. See, Jimbo tried to take over third place, but Seabull beat him out of that one right there coming down the pipeline. Right there is where Po' Boy flipped over, gets a little nudge from Seabull, and that Viper moves into first place. Jimbo's trying to get around him, but he just now squeezed out before V-Man and that Maverick, but didn't have the momentum. And right there, Mark D gives him a little kiss and pushes him across the finish line for that second place. And Mark D's going to be in third place to start this next race in the third position. Race 3. All those motors sound good. Here we go. We got Seabull on the outside taking the pipeline lead into Calamity Corner. Everybody's lined up not too badly. They tried to make it 3 wide there coming down Memorial Drive. And sorry guys, the lanes are not that wide. So here they come down on our replay. Jimbo and Seabull were even till they got out of that 180, and Seabull just took off like a shot down the pipeline. Gets a little squirrely and a little extra push, and right there in the back you see Mark D, V-Man, and Andy tried to make it 3 wide. Seabull crosses that line. Everybody crosses the line. Nice in that third race, and Seabull takes first place for the second time, as we're now halfway through our race of champions. Round 4. Seabull on the inside, Jim on the outside. Got Po' Boy following up, Seabull taking over second place coming through Calamity Corner. Just had a big wreck right there. Whoa, and another one slapping that finished pipeline, but he did manage to keep his wheels on the ground as he spun across the finish line for a 4.67. That is a really fast lap. And we'll check out the replay right here. Everybody's looking good. Well, V-Man got a little sideways going down the pipeline, getting pushed by Andy. And right there, you just saw Jimbo getting sideways there in Calamity Corner, and then everybody crashed into him. And then Seabull hits the finish pylon, not pipeline, and needed a little extra nudge there. And there's the other 4 cars. So only 2 of them made it down across the finish line that time, but where they end up on the track is where they're going to start this next round, next race. Race 5. It should be Seabull on the outside, or on the inside, so I'm sorry about that. They got mixed up. And, but the racing council let it proceed because of that reason right there. Even though it was a collision, Po' Boy took out the finish pylon took Po' Boy out, I should say. And Seabull needed a little extra shove to get across there, but he is going to take first place, and he'll get that front row start again. Right there, you see V-Man going up on the sidewall of the 180 and does another roof slide down that pipeline. Po' Boy gets a little loose there coming down Memorial Drive, but right here he totally loses it, gets off the track, T-bones the pipeline, and then Seabull slams into him. Here comes Jimbo, slams into Seabull, and they both cross the finish line first and second. The race to determine it all. Here we go, folks. The final race of the race of champions. We got Seabull on that pole position. Jimbo's on the outside. Andy's behind Jimbo. Marquis in third place now. Whoa, and Seabull just wiped out. Gets smacked by Andy as he shoves his way past. And that's where we're going to finish up this final race. We're going to have another look at that, I believe. Yep, here we go. So the final race of champions, Seabull has that lead going down to the pipeline. Mark D challenging Jimbo, but Jimbo holds him off. Right there you see Andy getting sideways. Seabull flips over in the tunnel coming out of Calamity Corner. And right there gets scooped up by Andy, who gets hit by V-Man. V-Man gets sideways, and now Po' Boy's getting up underneath V-Man right there. But he manages to get out of that, get his wheels back down on the ground. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The conclusion of the Eliminator Series Race of Champions. And your champion of champions is Jimbo of Team Jelly Crew Racing. I believe I got that right. The Jelly Crew. There we go. So there's your final finishing position. Jimbo, there is your trophy. 2023 Obsidian Mountain Eliminator Series Champion of Champions. And of course, everybody gets a trophy for winning their division. Andy from Zelda, Seabull from Lord's Racing League, Mark D for Division 3, the Cut Rocker, and V-Man from Team Norman Vern Racing, Division 4 champion. Po' Boy of Po' Boy Racing, our Division 5 champion. And Jimbo took that last Division 6 for the Jelly Crew, the Jelly Racing Crew. And with that, we come to the end of the Obsidian Mountain Eliminator Series. Congratulations to Andy of Zelda Diecast, Seabull of Lord's Racing League, Mark D of Cut Rocker Racing, the V-Man of Norman Byrne Racing, Po' Boy from Po' Boy Racing, and our champion of champions, Jimbo of the Jelly Racing Crew. Congratulations to you all. Excellent racing. I also want to thank all who participated as drivers, our subscribers and viewers who cheered them on. 192 cars went down this mountain and 32 drivers gave it their all and best. It is a true pleasure and honor to have you all racing here at Obsidian Mountain Raceway, and I do hope to see you all back again for more high-octane fun and action here at the OMR. Coming up for you, I have the OMR Diecast Report coming soon with all the news and updates that have recently taken place behind the scenes. I also have a few new GDM car shows coming up for you as well with some exhibition racing while I work out the particulars of the next main event. So stay tuned for those upcoming broadcasts. Thank you all for watching, for your comments and support. None of this would be if not for your encouragement and inspirations. Mahalo e aloha, and very much appreciation. Don't forget to share, comment a lot, click that like, and if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Keep up with all the races, and please feel free to go back and check out all those previous races. Until the next race, keep your roof to the sun. Mahalo.